Picture this. You're standing in a Stone Age camp 30,000 years ago. Look around. Almost everyone you see is under 40. Children everywhere. Young hunters, mothers with babies on their hips. But then, sitting by the fire, carving a tool with hands that have done this 10,000 times, there's an old man. Deep wrinkles, gray hair, eyes that have watched 3 generations grow up. He's 65 years old, and in a world where the average life expectancy was supposedly 30, how is he even alive? Here's the twist nobody tells you. Ancient humans weren't dying at 30 because their bodies gave out. Most of them were dying before they even got the chance to grow old. And the ones who made it past childhood, they had a real shot at living into their 60s, 70s, even their 80s. Today, we're breaking down the truth behind ancient human lifespans, why the cavemen died young myth is one of the biggest misunderstandings in history, who actually survived, and what it took to become one of the lucky few who lived long enough to become an elder. Let's get into it. You've probably heard it before. Average life expectancy in the Stone Age was around 30 years old, and technically that number is real. But it's also one of the most misleading statistics in human history. Here's why. Average life expectancy isn't the same as how long people lived. It's a mathematical average, and averages get destroyed by extreme numbers. Ancient humans' life was brutal in one specific way: childhood. Anthropologists studying hunter-gatherer societies estimate that as many as 4 in 10 children didn't survive to age 15. Disease, infection, accidents, childbirth complications, predators, famine. Early childhood was a gauntlet. And now imagine you're calculating an average. If half your population dies at age 2 and the other half dies at age 70, your average lifespan comes out to around 36. But nobody in that group actually died at 36. It's a statistical illusion. The real story is this. If an ancient human survived the danger zone of infancy and childhood, their odds of reaching old age were far better than we assume. Some researchers who study modern-day hunter-gatherer groups, like the Hadza of Tanzania or the Ache of Paraguay, found that once someone hit adulthood, they had a strong chance of living into their 60s, 70s, even their 80s. So the real question isn't, why did ancient humans die young? It's who survived the odds and how. So what separated the ancient humans who lived long lives from the ones that didn't? It wasn't luck alone. There were real, identifiable factors. 1. Genetics and early survival. If your body made it through the highest risk years, infancy, weaning, early childhood illnesses, your immune system had essentially been battle-tested. You'd survive the diseases most likely to kill you. That gave you a real biological head start. 2. Diet. This is a big one. Ancient hunter-gatherers, contrary to what you might picture, often had remarkably varied diets: wild plants, tubers, nuts, fish, seasonal fruit, and lean game meat. No processed sugar, no refined carbs, no sedentary lifestyle. Their bodies were built through constant movement. Walking for miles, climbing, digging, carrying. Modern researchers studying remaining hunter-gatherer populations have found strikingly low rates of heart disease, obesity, and high blood pressure, the very conditions that kill so many people today. 3. Community and knowledge. Here's something people rarely talk about. Old age wasn't just biology, it was social. Elders weren't dead weight to ancient communities. They were living libraries. They knew which plants healed wounds and which ones were poison. They remembered which rivers dried up in drought decades earlier. They passed down survival knowledge that could mean life or death for the whole group. This is actually the foundation of something scientists call the grandmother hypothesis. The theory suggests humans evolved to live well past our reproductive years, specifically because older individuals, especially grandmothers, dramatically increase the survival odds of their grandchildren by helping gather food, share knowledge, and provide childcare. In other words, nature didn't just tolerate old age, it selected for it. That old man by the fire wasn't just surviving, he was essential. Quick reminder,
If you're enjoying learning how ancient humans actually lived, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Chillstix drops new videos on ancient life, survival, and history every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's talk about why so many people never got the chance to become elders in the first place. Childbirth was one of the deadliest events a person could go through, for both mother and child. Without modern medicine, complications that are routine today could easily be fatal. Infection was a silent killer. A small cut, an infected tooth, a wound from a hunting accident, without antibiotics, something we consider minor today, could spiral into a death sentence. Violence was another major factor. Studies of skeletal remains from various prehistoric sites show surprisingly high rates of trauma, evidence of conflict between rival groups, accidents during hunts, and dangerous encounters with predators. Famine and climate could wipe out entire seasons of food. A single bad winter, a drought, a failed hunt. Ancient survival was a constant negotiation with nature, and nature didn't negotiate kindly. So the ancient humans who reached 60 weren't just tough. They were, in a very real sense, the ones who beat an obstacle course most people never even finished. Here's the part that should make you sit back and think. Ancient humans who survived to old age were remarkably healthy. Strong hearts, strong joints, minimal chronic disease. Many of the conditions that kill modern humans by the millions, heart disease, diabetes, obesity-related illness, were almost non-existent among long-living hunter-gatherers. It wasn't because their bodies were superior to ours. It's because their entire way of life, constant movement, natural food, tight-knit community, purposeful daily activity was almost perfectly aligned with what the human body actually evolved to do. We didn't get weaker. Our environment changed faster than our biology could keep up. So the ancient elder by the fire wasn't a rare miracle. He was proof of what the human body is actually capable of, when it gets the chance. So no, ancient humans weren't doomed to die at 30. The ones who made it past the deadly early years had every chance to grow old, grow wise, and become the backbone of their communities. If this changed the way you think about ancient life, make sure you're subscribed to Chillstix. We're digging into how ancient humans really lived, one myth-busting video at a time. See you in the next one.